What is up, SmackNPie, and welcome to Last of Us HBO series. This video is packed with a lot of information. You do not want to miss this. Before we begin, we do a lot of things here on the channel, but one of them is HBO Last of Us or covering Last of Us general news. So if that is something that interests you, make sure your subscribe notifications on. Without wasting any more time, let us begin. So if you are on Twitter, I would highly recommend you guys to follow an account named The Last of Us News, at the word Last of Us News, or The Last of Us Updates. They post regular stuff. I get most of my stuff from there anyway. I'll put the link into the description. So without wasting any more time, let us get into it. So we're gonna start with the recent news that just dropped out of nowhere. We have new cast, like the cast update. As we all know, Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey, Gabriel, Marlene, her own actress, all of them. The squad is coming strong. Nico Parker as Sarah. We already covered all of that. We even saw our first look at all of them in the car, potentially recreating that scene from the game, the opening scene. But now we learn even more. So the recent news is we have 3 new characters that are casted for the HBO The Last of Us, starting with Jeffrey Pierce. Now I gotta be like, hold on a second, Jeffrey Pierce? Is that the same guy that played Tommy? That is the same guy that played Tommy both in Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2. Now it is unfortunate that the guy who played Tommy, like who is literally the perfect Tommy, he unfortunately is not playing Tommy like we hoped. Gabriel, as we all know, is playing Tommy, Joel's brother. Jeffrey Pierce, however, is playing a different character, a new character from a different group named Perry. He's a rebel in the quarantine zone. So we're still tackling the early parts of the apocalypse, and I feel like it is important. Why did I say early parts of this? You'll learn in just a second. Jeffrey Pierce made it in, he deserves it. In my opinion, he deserves it. Absolutely well done. Welcome to the Last of Us family. You've already been here. Come on, he doesn't need our welcome. He was already here all day, every day. So glad that he joined this cast. Then, this one might be familiar to you guys. Frank and Bill. You guys remember Frank and Bill? Yep, well, they got their own. Unfortunately, the Bill's official actor, he couldn't play it. He didn't get the part. He has shown interest in playing Bill, but he didn't get the part. He said on Twitter that he wanted to play, but unfortunately, you guys already know Frank and Bill from the original game, right? Bill was one of the interesting characters in all of The Last of Us. Well, here's on your screen Bartlett and O'Neill. Both of them are gonna play Frank and Bill each. There are the 2 post-pandemic survivalists living alone in their own isolated town. So I feel like this time around, we're gonna get to see them together, hopefully. I know it wouldn't make sense for Joel and Ellie to be together and see them together, but I feel like what are they gonna do instead is that Joel and Ellie, Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal, they're gonna go there, meet Bill O'Neill, and through flashbacks we might learn some of their backstory, some of their histories. We don't know yet. Maybe they're gonna pull the trigger and show them together as Joel and Ellie get there, but this is big. This is actually big. So let's recap a little bit, okay? Let's recap here. I've been seeing a lot of behind the scenes news, and shout out to literally everyone who's involved in this. The first picture I'm gonna show you on screen is, of course, a school picture. As you can see, there are some people, there are some high school students, and there is a school bus here. Now, if you inspect it a little bit more, it turns out that it is actually a scene for Joel and Sarah. Yeah. So the theories are going around that we might get to see Joel and Sarah history relationship develop a little more than the games. We might see the whole show starting with Joel and Sarah from the school. Joel coming in, picking up Sarah after the school. We might even see that because Sarah is going to be an integral part of this show. That is something that was confirmed that we're going to learn more about her in this one. Either that or we might learn more about the kids from the comics in the quarantine zone immediately after the apocalypse when military started to make their own bases. So that is something I think, but it is most likely because there were casting calls for high school students, normal high school students, of course, so it is most likely to be Joel and Sarah related. Then in the next one we see, well, it's now been deleted, but if it's still on the internet, of course, we saw Joel and Sarah together. Ooh, they're going out there, enjoying the time under the sun, doing their thing. That confirms that there's gonna be a lot of build-up. They either make these scenes lead to, spoilers alert, big spoilers alert, leave if you don't want to get spoiled. 3, 2, 1. They're either gonna lead all this to Sarah's death, or they're gonna show Sarah's death first and then go back through flashbacks every once in a while, go back and forth between flashbacks and current season. It would make sense to film Sarah and Joel scenes first, because then it would feel more natural, because Sarah isn't gone yet in Joel's life, so it'll help the actor prepare mentally and all that. You guys already know what am I talking about here. Then the final things that I want to show is the street in Canada that is being prepped for the opening scene. So if y'all remember the opening scene of The Last of Us, Tommy, Joel, Sarah, because you know the crash happens through the car, so they run through this street and you see a lot of stuff in there. Here, this is the exact same thing that they're trying to replicate. We don't know if whether they're gonna pull the trigger early for Sarah's death or they're gonna lead up to it is unclear, but one thing is for certain, this is the same street in the beginning. Either that or it doesn't have to be that running scene. It doesn't have to be those scenes leading up to the death. It could be a normal day out, hanging out with Joel and Sarah. It could be, but yeah, I'm super pumped. Look at this. That's the same theater, the same buildings, the same structure. So the street has been closed off specifically for The Last of Us. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I cannot wait to see how this all plays out. Did I say plays out? I wanted to say pan out. And finally, you guys will be like, okay, this is a lot of Sarah and Joel. Of course it is, because 2 seasons are planned at the very least. So of course they're gonna try to make sure they get in more Joel and Sarah, develop them as characters, and make viewers, because it's not just a game. It's not a game anymore. It's a show. They want to make viewers feel the death of Sarah as much as Joel's. So they want to make sure that they give proper time to Joel and Sarah's relationship before introducing Ellie and then Ellie and Joel's relationship going in. It has to be really good. Like, it has to play out. It has to be balanced. All of those relationships. Joel and Sarah, Joel and Ellie. It has to play out naturally, organically. Ooh, I'm excited. Bella Ramsey's there. If you notice really quickly, she already has a backpack and she already has a guitar. Ooh, okay, this is getting me too hyped. This is getting me too excited. I can't stop it, guys. Stop it. Stop it. Hey, yo, guys, stop it. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, do let me know your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. I don't care, bro. We're gonna cover every single thing related to The Last of Us HBO. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Make sure you are subscribed to notifications on for more Last of Us HBO show. Not only cover these updates, we're gonna do reaction videos to the trailers, to the episodes itself, make theory videos. Follow me to SmackNPie, and I'll see you in the next one.